Okay. So joining us from Stockholm is Konig, Jerlyr, one of the most remarkable individuals you'll ever meet. We had the privilege of meeting in Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where we shared some memorable adventures, including being served by a robot in an airport lounge at 4 a.m. This was a first for both of us. Now, Anna is remarkable. She's a former member of the Swedish Parliament and the former mayor of the city of Stockholm, and she was named one of the top 5 mayors in the world. So today, in addition to serving on several boards, she is the CEO of Arvidsson Foundation, a privately funded non-political organization dedicated to supporting socially, environmentally, and economically sustainable urban development in Sweden. And of course, she still keeps that global focus. So I asked Anna to share with us a particular. Yes, that's okay. Ah, okay. No, that's okay. We don't want to. Okay, let's. Yeah, no. Yep, 100%. Yeah, that's just factually incorrect. Okay, so yeah, I'll take it from the top. Great. So joining us from Stockholm is Anna Konig, Jerlyr, one of the most remarkable individuals you ever meet. We have the privilege of meeting in Riyadh, where we shared some memorable adventures, including being served by a robot in an airport lounge at 4 a.m., which was a fun first for both of us. Now, Anna is a former member of the Swedish Parliament and the former mayor of Anna is the former mayor of the Swedish Parliament and the former mayor of Stockholm, where she was named one of the top 5 mayors in Europe. Today, in addition to serving on several boards, she is the CEO of Arvidsson Foundation, a privately held non-political organization dedicated to supporting socially, environmentally, and economically sustainable urban development in Sweden. And of course, she still maintains her global focus. I've asked Anna to share how she brought a particularly clever idea to life. Now, while mayor of Stockholm, Anna championed many innovative ideas, and one of the more unique ideas being a collaboration with the popular video game Minecraft. Here she recognized that this is where young people were spending their time, and she saw it as a creative way to engage the youth in discussions around the city's future. So today, Anna will share with us how she managed to Today, Anna will share with us how this spark of inspiration led to a clever partnership with Minecraft to involve the next generation of change makers in her city's initiatives. Anna, thank you so much for joining us here today. Well, that's what I love about you is that you're so playful and creative, and yet you've held these incredibly high-powered positions in government and in global affairs. And to me, it's just like, how on earth did you, as someone in a very serious role and in the city of Stockholm, as this leader, being the mayor, looking after budgets, people's public works, everything, and all of a sudden you go, you know what? Minecraft. Let's look at video games. Let's use this as a mechanism to get young people involved in city affairs. Like, tell us more about this project. Like, why was it different? How did you bring it to life? This is amazing, and there's so much to unpack here. And I'm going to summarize in a few ways. It's like, firstly, I'm hearing you saying even when there were youth initiatives, it always seemed to be the same individuals that were opting in, being selected, but that's not necessarily representative of the broader community. So you saw an opportunity to expand the voices that were being heard within this younger demographic. Secondly, there was a recognition that, well, let's go to where young people are spending their time. If they're spending their time on video games, which you notice through your own children, and let's face it, everyone knows that kids are playing Minecraft, go to where they are. And thirdly, also, it sounds like there's this local element that you understood, well, we've got this amazing industry in our own city. Why don't we engage with them? This is something that's hyper local, even though it's digital and everywhere. So to me, I mean, this sounds like it must have just like hit a few different nodes, even though it's so different. I love this to actually consider that let the young be part of the solution. And there is so much passion, especially around notions of sustainability, around notions that they are going to inherit our world, they're going to inherit our city. So actually giving them that opportunity to not just have a say, but be in the driver's seat around shaping what the city is going to look like and a voice around issues that concern them. And can I ask, so can you maybe paint a picture of what this, I don't know if I can call it a game or if I can call it a world or if I can call it an experience. Like, what did it look like? How were younger people engaging with it? How did they find out about it? Maybe give a sense of like what did it look like when somebody was in there. That's that's amazing. And I think what I'm also hearing from you is that you tend to go quite a few levels deep because you understood that by taking this initiative and ingraining it in the curriculum, then it sounds like then you know that there's a structure already in place that you can work within that gives you that level of scalability. And also, dare I say, that is also taken seriously. It's not like, oh, it's a cute little idea that maybe some people might sign up to do on the weekend or whatever. It's like, no, no, no. You can read about a case study in a textbook, or you can actually live and breathe it with a competition element and actually get your hands dirty. Is that fair to say? I love that expression. This is education in a new modern way. And understanding that you're working, with teachers to increase engagement. I think if you choose a metric, it sounds like that's the metric that you're going for. And it's great that you had such success with this project and this new idea. But I can imagine along the way, again, with this being such a novel idea, that there was opposition. How did you overcome very traditional thinking or people that were saying, but this is not the way that we teach, or this is not the way that we do things, or why are we encouraging kids to be spending more time online? They need to be outside in nature. How do you overcome some of these, these arguments against doing something new and novel? I love these notions that you're talking about being able to opt in, being able to express the benefits, 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 and that there was this understanding about how Minecraft is about creation, about active participation, rather than just sitting back and having information come at you, and this learning. But surely along the way there must have been moments where you wondered if the project might be in jeopardy, or that you came up against some obstacles. Was there a time where you kind of thought, what am I doing here? Or this, I'm pushing a boulder uphill. Did you encounter such obstacles? Yeah. So it sounds like proactive leadership, not just saying, "Hey, I'm going to put my name on a project, but I'm going to be uninvolved." It sounds like, as you said, this was a priority project for you. You made yourself available to your team, to the stakeholders, because you picked it. And I suppose, to that effect, like, to bring such a bold project off the ground, what are some of the strengths that you believe that, both yourself and your team had in delivering this project that really made it a reality? And from that, maybe what are some of the lessons learned that others that have a bold idea might be able to take from your example and this project's example about how they too can bring a bold project to life? And when you look back at this project, and I'm going to combine a couple of questions into one, but like, what were some of the learnings that you had? I mean, with the children, firstly, what age group were they that participated in? What was some of the feedback that they had? Did the project continue on? What was kind of almost like that kind of, put a bow on it, wrap it up? What were some of the learnings around the experience, what worked, and the future of it all? I mean, what I'm hearing here is that you may have started with a local focus, but the impact of this project is not just local, it is global, and it's a shift, because you, by taking the time and effort and having the foresight to do things in a different way, it sounds like it has almost started a chain reaction where others can look back at it and go, well, Anna did this. This is pretty amazing. There's a case study that shows that it works. And even though you yourself may not have been able to take it on into that, that next phase because of the election cycles, but others have gone, well, here's something I can learn from and I can do something with. And beyond that, also the ideas that it sparked amongst, the children and the discussions that happened, it may have started that big, but the impact has just been explosive, which is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, which I think is, kudos to you and your team, because to be able to invest in something different and to be able to take that risk of, finding the time, convincing stakeholders, even if the project itself only had a single life cycle, what it meant is that it's actually had a larger impact than perhaps you even realized at the time, which I think speaks so much to your local focus but global impact. Who, I think that kind of embodies your DNA, but not just global impact, multiversal impact, really. But I actually will ask you a question as we start getting towards the end of this discussion, and it's just really about the future organization. And it's amazing to hear that you're probably one of the first leaders that has been in the metaverse, and that you have engaged with gaming and, Web3 and a whole lot of different ways of being. And when you think about the future organization and the way that work is being done, what advice do you have for individuals, managers, organizations, leaders, so that they can also become future ready? So we have creativity, upskilling, bubble jumping, getting out of your comfort zone, collaboration with others. And I hear you on this because our world's going to keep changing. And we used to have that phrase, rather than giving somebody a fish, teach them how to fish. I say, instead of putting data in a table, teach yourself how to get AI to do it for you. And what I'm really hearing, and again, very much in line with your ethos of solving these big global challenges, is that there's so much that the technology can do. We really need to be the best that we can be to solve these huge problems that we're facing on a global level. And we're not going to do that if we're kind of looking down at our feet. We have to be able to enrich ourselves and enrich our understanding of the world to be able to tackle these massive global problems. And we can do that through collaboration, upskilling, bubble jumping, and enriching our way of thinking, which I absolutely love. But to wind down, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you a series of rapid fire questions. These just need short little answers. And it's just to get into a sense of, how you think, how you act during the week. Are you ready for that? Great. Are you a morning person or a night owl? When do you do your best work? How do you structure your day and your week? So, when you're stuck, do you actively seek solutions or do you give it time and space? Yep, decisiveness. Which philosophers, theorists, or inventors inspire you? Yep, no problem. So, which philosopher, theorist, or inventor inspires you? Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, so, all right. So, I'll prompt the question again. Okay, yep. I'll just prompt again. So which philosopher, theorist, or inventor inspires you? A thousand percent, and giving people those opportunities. What technology do you use to stay efficient, and are there any AI tools that you're currently testing out? That's it. You have to keep trying things out, and you learn along the way. And finally, how do you think we will work in the future, and how should we prepare? Amazing. This has been such a fantastic conversation. You've taken us around the world, you've taken us into the metaverse, you've given us a sense of how you think about the world and how you've really embraced being able to bring big projects to life that have a have a history of their own, have a continuation that goes beyond the project itself. Anna, if people want to find you, where can they find you on social media, website? How can people get in touch? Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today and sharing your insights. It's been such a pleasure having you.